Hi students, hope that you all doing good. So we see again with the one more new interesting questions from the chapter complex number. Okay, so let us move on to the questions. So we don't want to waste our time. Okay, now in this question, so I need to give you some highlight over here. You can see a bar over here, right? Can you see a Z bar here, and here also got Z bar. So I think hope that you understand what is the meaning of Z bar. Okay, for your information, this is a Z. Sorry, this is your Z. Right, is your Z. Okay, Z bar means is going to be like this. Z bar means is going to be 1 plus with the square root of 3 I. That means this is actually a conjugate of this Z. Okay, understand this is a conjugate. So you see, if here is a minus means the conjugate going to be plus. Okay, got it, huh? So that is the meaning of Z bar there. Okay, normally I will use a Z bar or I will use a Z star. It's actually both the same. Okay, both is same. Okay, so don't confuse, huh? Okay, let me go into a question. Okay, let me start direct. Okay, here they give you a Z bar of X square, so Z square. Okay, you have a very simple idea. Okay, you can take this whole thing, you can put inside the calculator. You can put one, you have to change your calculator into a complex mode. You change your calculator into a complex mode. Okay, before that, you just let's say you want to show some step to your teacher or your lecturer, right? You want to show some step. So you just can put like this. You can put the 1 minus square root of 3i. Okay, then 1 minus, or you can put a square, up to you. Then after that, straight away take the answer from your calculator also can. But make sure you see the marks given for your exam. If the marks is, for example, 7 or 8, right? So you have to show step by step. Understand? Okay. If the process is a bit longer, but the marks is, let's say, is 4. So that means I think you can skip with the calculator. Understand? Make sure you have to tally with your marks. If your marks is more means you have to give them a more steps. Okay. So here I don't want to give you a simplified form. I will go step by step for you. Okay. So let me start with this one. Okay, first here is a Z square, right? So I got what I'm going to put. This is my Z. So this is my Z. So I'm going to put the square first. So listen, it's going to be 1. So now I put a big, I put a big bracket here. It's going to be 1 minus square root of 3 I square. So I don't want to put a Z bar. So I put the star on top actually. Easy. Star is look much more easier. Okay, this is a star. Okay. So same. I told you right, same. Z bar or the star is the same. Equals to K minus 1 over. Okay, here directly they ask for Z bar, right? So can I put a Z bar direct here? 1. Okay, 1 over Z bar. Z bar is take this Z and make it them a conjugate. 1 plus square root of 3i. Got it? Done. Okay, so I need to expand this bracket first. The inside the bracket, I need to expand. Then the value of the expand, then I need to change to conjugate. Understand? So that is the meaning. So you want to do separate or you want to square, is up to you. So I'm going to do inside here. So it's going to be I square. I think you know right how to square, no problem, right? This is 1 minus, you have to multiply all this. You're going to get 2 square root of 3 I. Okay, so square root of 3 I. Careful, you know the I is outside the square root. Careful, because I saw a few students before, they will put like this. This is automatically wrong. Understand? Careful. So it's a square root of 3 I. Okay, and minus, so it's supposed to be plus. Okay, I put plus here. Okay, this whole thing need to be square. This whole thing need to be square, right? This whole thing, or you can take the whole thing square. So what do? You use your calculator. You put like this inside the calculator. I square, right? So you square your calculator. Let me show you with my calculator first. It's going to be bracket minus square root of 3. Then I put the outside the I. Then I square it. My calculator give me -3, directly -3. Or if you want to do manual, I show you here how the manual will work for you. Okay, the negative here, when you square, is going to be positive, right? Positive. Okay, the square root of 3, when you square, is going to be 3. And this one, when you square, is going to be I square, right? I square. So as I told you before, complex number, I square, I square is equals to -1. Okay, you have to remember this forever for the complex number. So you see this is got I square, so the I square going to be 3 times with -1, so answer is going to be -3. Understand? Both is same. Okay, so when I square this whole thing, is going to be -3. It's going to be -3. Okay, understand? Okay, done. Wait, let me. Okay, done. Understand? So I will expand this whole thing. I will get this answer. But don't forget, you have to put the star because you never done the conjugate yet. Okay. Okay, done. Okay, good. Then we move on. Okay, so I don't want to disturb this. I don't want to disturb this. I still want to maintain that one. K minus 1 over 1 plus square root of 3i. Okay. Okay, now this one first, let me settle this one first. So it's -2. You know why -2? Because it's 1 minus 3 is going to be -2, and -2 with the square root of 3i. Okay, and equals to, okay, can I bring this whole thing over here, this side? Because we want to solve the k, right? So we don't need to waste our time there. So you're going to put plus here. Because this is a negative, you bring this side going to be plus 1 over equals to k. Got it? So later I will shift the k over that side. Okay, now your k, the minus still same, right? Your k that side or this side is still going to be same, k. Okay, now you need to change this one. Don't forget to change this one because this is a got the conjugate here. So conjugate will change this one into positive. So you'll get this one. Plus 2 square root of 3i plus, okay, got it. So now you need to solve this. Actually, this is a two terms here. You need to change them into a single fraction. You need to change into single fraction. That means, so actually this is over 1, right? Over 1, you need to change into single fraction. I hope that you understand. Don't ask me how to do single fraction, okay? So it's going to be k. Okay, you have to do cross multiple. I think you know how to cross multiple. Okay, this is your single fraction class. Understand? This is your single fraction. So this one you need to multiply. This one you need to multiply. This one you need to multiply. Okay, you need to multiply. I don't know whether this place is enough or not. Neman, we try and see here. Neman, I think I move on to the next slide. Okay, so it's going to be, okay, Neman, we move on to next. It's going to be k equals to, okay, let us multiply here. Is this one going to be -2, and this one going to be the same thing, right? Because of the 1 there. Is going to be -2, then plus 2 square root of 3i. Okay, got it. Okay, done. So 1 is done. So I'm going to multiply with this now. Is going to be -2 square root of 3i. -2 square root of 3i. Okay, got it. And then this one, okay, listen here. Okay, here got 2 here, 2 here. In front here got 1. Or you can use calculator. Don't waste your time. 2 square root of 3 times with the square root of 3. Okay, and then the I is going to be I square. Okay, when you multiply this one with this one, is going to be 2 square root of 3 times with the square root of 3. So that means if you check with your calculator, the square root of 3 square root of 3 going to be 3. 6 I square is going to be -1. So you're going to get 96. Okay, when you multiply this one with this one, you're going to get -6. Okay, it's going to be -6. And please don't forget there's a +1 here. Okay, got it. So it's going to be +1 there. Okay, done. Over over the bottom one is 1 plus square root of 3i. Okay, got it. So we're going to solve this. Okay, I think this one, good news, this one and this one gone. So on top we have a negative 8, negative 7. On top we have negative 7 over 1 plus negative, sorry, square root of 3i. Okay, this answer normally we wouldn't accept because you have to, what do you call, rationalize this complex number. So by again you need to make sure the bottom part here is going to be, you cannot have any complex number at the bottom part. So what are you going to do? You're going to times with again with another conjugate. So your conjugate going to be again the same conjugate here, 1 plus, so minus. So on top also will be same. Okay, so let us multiply now. You're going to get negative 7 plus, because negative positive, 7 square root of 3 I over, okay, this one you just use calculator class. This one and this one when you multiply is going to be this one. Actually, if you can remember this, actually why we are using a conjugate is going to be like this: a square minus b square is equals to a plus b, a minus b, right? You see here got one positive, one negative. That means it's actually we are referring back to this, the same thing, class. So that means you're going to get 1 square minus square of 3i square. So this one is 1 minus, this one is going to be plus 3. So your answer going to be 4 at the bottom. Understand? Okay. So some teacher, they ask us leave your answer here. Actually your answer is done. Or you can still can simplify them, is you have to do like this. Because normally complex number, we will try to break them with the one real number, another one is an imaginary number. So this one will be this 7 square root of 3 over 4 I. So this is the value of k. Okay. So I think this question sure will give you around 6 to 7 marks if not mistaken. Okay. So thank you class. Watch again a few times to make sure you understand this question. Okay. See you again class. Thank you. Bye-bye.